Boston, unfortunately, the Bulls just did not keep up that defensive intensity that we were hoping to see them keep up for a total of 4 quarters. And the Boston Celtics ended up winning this game by 4 points. We're going to break that down, plus some more, right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
All right, Bulls fans. So I'm already seeing a lot of you guys blaming on Patrick Williams. No, I'll tell you right now. No, this is not. Now, Patrick Williams did have a shot at an open three, but no, this game goes far beyond it just coming down to Patrick Williams on that 3-point shot. This Bulls team did not stand up defensively. And we always look for a scapegoat. This was not a game in which it was all on P. Will. I'm sorry. I can't. I watched this game. This was not all on P. Will. I can't get with that narrative, not on this one. He did have his faults in this one. He did have a solid first half and not a good second half at all. But there was so much wrong in this game outside of just Patrick Williams in this game. This was not all on P. Will, in my opinion. Again, it doesn't take away from anybody else's opinion in this one. But Vooch, DeMar stepping up big time in the clutch. Zach LaVine having a so-so game with 6 of 13. P. Will was 3 of 9. Iota Sumu 5 for 8 in this game. But this game comes down to the Bulls just did not make defensive stops when they needed to make defensive stops. They just didn't. And so, everybody always wants to just find a player to blame it on. The fact of the matter is, on that last shot, Zach LaVine gave it to P. Will. And P. Will, it was a good shot. It was a good shot, but I think they had more time in the shot clock to slow it down, run something there. But yeah, people are blaming this one strictly on P. Will. I think are just looking for a scapegoat. P. Will in this game defensively, always drawing the tough assignment, playing very well defensively overall in this game as well. When you look at Tatum, Tatum scored 36 points, but he was 8 for 23, and he went to the free throw line 20 times. Patrick Williams, every time he had a good defensive possession and position on Jason Tatum, they called a foul. The officiating in this game was so lopsided as far as foul calls that it was ridiculous, but I can't get with the narrative to blame this one all on P. Will. Yes, he should have hit that shot down the stretch. The Bulls had a better time to run the play overall, but they shouldn't have even been in this position. In this game, the Boston Celtics actually get 23 fouls on them, whereas the Bulls get 28 fouls on them, foul calls. Again, not as big of a discrepancy as it felt, because it takes more than that. Takes more of that. Blah in the building says lots of blame to go around. P. Will had a rough game, but too many points in the paint. LaVine was not attacking outside of a couple of times in the fourth. That is correct. Alex Larez, again, not P. Will's fault. It was a collective failure on defense. Super big moments. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's not all on P. Will, but all the travels in this. Listen, P. Will, this was a game in which he did the travel calls are one. The travel calls I put it's like Zach LaVine bouncing the ball off his foot in crunch time, and it was the amount of them that they were. The one I'll give you one a game, but there were so many times in this game where people traveled that it was just ridiculous, man. Chris 4-3 says it's not all on P. Will, but we still had a chance to win this game. Absolutely. Absolutely. Too many turnovers, crunch time. Absolutely in that one as well. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just not going to get with it with the people that just want to blame everything on P. Will. I'm not going to do that. Not in this case. I'm sorry. This just wasn't realism. Outside of just trying to blame it on one thing, this loss was not all on P. Will. It was not all on P. Will. We let Brogdon cook us, and we gave up too many free throws. Well, the officiating was very tough in this game. The turnovers hurt us a lot as this one. The Bulls had 17 turnovers in this game, and it didn't help at all. The Bulls, they definitely could have won this game. The fact that they were in it down the stretch, that whole last possession, that possession that ended with P. Will missing that 3-point, that whole last possession, the Bulls just needed to take some time and run a solid play. They could have tied it or took the lead on that one, and it seemed like they were pressing. As a team, they were pressing and ended up with an okay shot still, but no, it was still more than that. Exactly. That's the thing. You want P. Will to keep shooting. The fact that P. Will took that shot in crunch time shows so much growth from what it would have been last season, because he would have definitely passed out of that. It probably should have passed out of this one, but it is what it is. Anthony, people are too quick to trash P. Will. Dude is still young and growing and riding with P. Will. The Bulls gave up too much in the paint. Yes, that's why I say, like, everybody trying to blame it. Oh, this is on P. Will. Did you watch the total game? 52 points in the paint. And I said it at the halftime hangout. This was a game in which the absence of Andre Drummond was felt. Not because Vooch necessarily was terrible all game, because he wasn't. But having that consistent big man threat down low in Andre Drummond, and the ease in which Drummond gets his points as well, was severely missed in this game. It was missed big time in this game. Again, but that you can only get that excuse so far. They knew they weren't going to have Drummond coming into this game. That the defensive plan, either the planning was bad or the execution was just putrid. It was bad. It was bad. Again, and I talked about this at the halftime hangout as well. We got to stop blaming the small ball strictly on Billy Donovan. This is a roster that Arturas Karnisovas built. Do you remember in the offseason? Arturas said he wants to see P. Will at small ball 5. He said he wants to see Dalen Terry play small ball 4. Again, we got to stop. Like, at the end of the day, Billy Donovan's playing the best players on the court. Who would you rather? Who could have played that has some size that wouldn't have been a liability? You're gonna play Tony Bradley? Liability. Marko Simonovic is down in the G League, wasn't even available this game. So everybody blaming the small ball on Billy Donovan, I think sometimes miss the bigger picture. Billy Donovan is playing the best players that we have available. The best players we have available. So this wasn't a Billy Donovan wants to just play small ball. Who the hell else should he play? D-Dub in the building says, yo, Haize, I'm still encouraged by this game. Last year we got blown out so many times by top teams. Tonight was fought hard. Love Vooch late threes. Vooch came up big time late. Big time. But again, the Bulls allowing as many points in the paint as they did, and the amount of times at the free throw line is just, that's always going to be tough for a team to beat. And something that is on the officiating as well. Meb says, Brogdon is nice. I said it. My co-host over on Locked On Bulls, Pat the designer, disagreed with me. I said the addition of Brogdon was going to be big for this Boston Celtics team. He brings a lot of what they needed. A lot of what they needed. Alana, no, y'all tweaking for blaming everything on P. Will. Sure, he made some mistakes, but you could say that about a lot of players down the stretch. Look at the turnovers in the fourth in general. That's a great point, Alana. Hey, he's not totally blaming on P. Will, but wouldn't you have rather had Dragic out there the last few minutes? Honestly, no. When the Bulls were close, right? When they got it down to a one-possession game, no. I love the lineup they had out there. In hindsight, you'll say, oh, because P. Will got an open three, Dragic would have shot that three better. But no, what P. Will was doing defensively there, yeah, the travels and all that shit sucked. But no, that lineup I think was the right lineup to have out there in crunch time, because they got into a possession game. They just did not run offense. That last possession, that P. Will hit that or missed that three-pointer on, they should have. After they got the first rebound, they should have ran another set. They didn't. Zach LaVine, and people, as much as P. Will on that, do you remember Zach LaVine almost lost the ball? That's how P. Will got the ball. So, no, it wasn't just P. Will in that last possession. They should have slowed the ball down. Yes, I know they were pressing. Yes, I know time was winding down, but they should have ran a better look at that, whether it was DeMar in mid-range, whether it was Zach on the three-point line, whatever it was, but they were pressing. And doing that, they made mistakes, and it ended up being a bad one. Patrick Williams took the smart shot for being wide open. Yeah. I mean, hadn't shot the ball too well from three this game. He was 1 for 4 overall in this game, so he was 1 for 3 at that point. But it's still the right shot to take at that time. Exactly. See, and this is why actually I love this is why my basketball watchers are coming in here. Tatum shot 8 for 23. P. Will guarded him the whole game, and you guys blaming P. Will. And listen, and P. Will guarded him well while being in foul trouble a nice chunk of the game, because the refs were calling everything down the stretch. Smear 60. I'm not letting P. Will off the hook this game. He should absolutely be held accountable for his mistakes. I'm just saying this whole game isn't down on P. Will. It's not. The Bulls, hey, Haize, tough loss. I'm more encouraged that P. Will took the last shot and was in on big moments, but the free throw discrepancy was ridiculous. Celtics, 39 free throws to the Bulls, 25. Yeah, listen, it was a weirdly officiated game, that's for damn sure. Haize, I've seen enough of Derrick Jones Jr. playing center. It's laughable seeing him body up to other centers. He's been doing a pretty good damn job out there. But, I mean, that's why Andre Drummond, that's why roster construction is important. We do need Andre Drummond back, period. We need it back. We need him back. He's such an important part of what this team does. Such an important part. Amazing. Regardless, P. Will has a lot of growing to do, and I hope he starts to get mentally tougher because, honestly, he's got the skill. He's got the IQ. He just needs to stay tough no matter what happens. Agreed with that. He has like, we've seen it all. He's flashed every bit of it. Every bit of it. So, he just needs to put it together and be consistently with it. JDH, it's not Billy small ball. We're small. Exactly. When you look at the best players on the team played, so everybody's blaming Billy Donovan for small ball. I want to hear a realistic argument to play Tony Bradley that would have netted this any differently. It wouldn't. We just need Drummond to get healthy. That's what we need. Jamal in the building. P. Will had some bad moments, but so did Zach, and our bench didn't look like they normally have. At the end, this was just not a good performance from the team. Learn from it and move forward. That's all it is. That's all it is. We had 15 points from the bench total. 15 points from the bench. A bench that's been, 49 at one point, right? And you don't always expect a bench to get that much, right? But the bench did not shoot well at all tonight. When you look, our bench was a collective 6 for 16 was the bench total shooting tonight. 6 for 16. That's not going to get it done. Not going to get it done. MJ. P. Will got beat by Tatum, Jason Tatum, and even that, some possessions he didn't. But get what you're saying there. Caruso got outplayed by Brogdon, and Zach disappeared most of the game. We can look at Pat and say he needs to improve, but he wasn't the only problem tonight. Facts. That's it. Facts. Out to pull possum. Seeing P. Will even take that shot shows he's slowly growing his confidence. Sure, you missed it, but there's always tomorrow or Sunday in this case for the Bulls. But absolutely, this is like this. Listen, as much as it sucks to lose this game, and it sucks that we lost based on execution or lack thereof. This team's still playing pretty damn good, and at stretches, we just need to put together a total game, which we have not yet. You ever notice that whenever some player has a bad night, it's automatically trade them? It was Vooch the last 2 games, and now it's people. That's this Bulls fan base, bro. Literally, they're the most bipolar fan base probably in the NBA. Like literally, it's crazy. It's crazy. I gotta disagree with that. Smear 60. The refs bailed Tatum out a lot this game. When you're 8 for 23. Let's not act like he was cooking to the point to where he was just being flawless out there. That's not an effective field goal shooting percentage. And P. Will off the ball did a lot of good things on Tatum. The refs today just gave Tatum everything. They gave Tatum the calls that DeMar DeRozan always gets. No, P. Will played pretty solid defense against Jason Tatum. And keep in mind too, it doesn't mean you play bad defense even if the other player didn't make the shot. Jason Tatum got defended pretty well this game. That's why it had to take him so many free throws for him to be effective today. Now, that could be said he's a smart offensive player as well for getting to the line, but let's not act like we were just playing matador defense out there on Jason Tatum, because that's not the case at all. Haize, we really miss Drummond. Can't believe how important he's become. We need to sign him to a multi-year deal. We need him. I'm surprised he bounced around the league. He's so valuable. Well, keep in mind, like Drummond's one of those players that I think teams kind of overlook the importance of the team, right? I think that I think we see it a little bit more because of how we know how this team played without size last year, how much we know our backup center position was a net zero for us, how much we see that the combination of having two double-digit rebounders always on the court, well, one always on the court between Drummond and Vooch, we see that because we lacked it last season. A lot of teams in the NBA don't value what Drummond does because even though he's efficient, it's like it's 9-9. They're like, hey, listen, we can get 9-9 somewhere else through committee. Drummond's become so important for what this Bulls team does. And like I said in the halftime hangout, outside of just the defense, it's the easy way he gets baskets too. In this type of game, Drummond would have easily had 8 to 9 rebounds, and out of that, he would have had about 8 points. Just easy points with no plays called for him, a couple of pick and rolls, and that having a player that can easily get you that double-double and just the way they play and with the activity, it's hard to replace that. It's hard to replace that. Brandon L. Jet, idiots talking about Tatum cook people. What the fuck game was you watching? Listen, and you can see it on Tatum's face too. When Tatum was getting those free throw calls and getting to the line, listen, he was relieved because I tell you what, it was not as easy as some people are going to make it try to be. Damn, Sweaty Bloke, 5 travel violations. Yeah, they got to get, he has to get that shit together. He has to get that shit. That's worse than Levine bouncing the ball off his foot, because a lot of times Levine bounces the ball off his foot, it just stops his penetration. He ends up getting the dribble back and having to pass it out. That is a surefire turnover when you get those type of travel violations. Put your goddamn feet down, P. Will. Stop letting your head get ahead of the play and put it together. The Bulls took too many jump shots. Yeah, I agree with that as well, Ashley. Especially down the stretch. You wanted to see, I hope to see them, and this is what they did in the first game against Boston. They really went down low to Vooch, but you can tell that Boston was prepared for that. And then not having a big man like Drummond to keep that pressure up, Boston, listen, they made better adjustments than the Bulls did tonight, period. I'll take this loss. No Drummond, Alonzo, and Bench didn't play well, but we managed to bring it to them. They've been battling back instead of quitting in these losses. I'll give you that. That's a great point there as well, brother. Great point there. The problem with DeMar scoring is that nobody else moves. Too much isolation doesn't win games. Don't care how well DeMar plays. KC, you are preaching to the choir here. I've literally been talking about this since about December 15th last season, that players need to move without the ball. And I remember when we went on that 9-game win streak, I was like, listen, it's going to be difficult for the Bulls to keep winning these games if they're not moving without the ball. And people were like, Haize, you're being too hard. We won the game. I'm like, all right, watch it come back and bite us in the ass. This team, and that's the thing that we're seeing, that, like, we have ball movement, especially when we're playing with a lead. This team moves without the ball great. But what we're seeing, and the thing that concerns me most, is when things get tight, when things get tough, they almost devolve back into, all right, let's give the ball to DeMar. Let's let DeMar go to work. Let's all watch him work. And that's just not going to cut it. It's going to save you in some games. Don't get me wrong. DeMar is that good that in some games that alone is going to get you the win. But we need to be better than that. We need to be harder to defend than that. We need to have a better game plan than that. We need to be more concerned and focused with moving without the ball than that. We need to be a more dangerous team. That random offense they talked about in the offseason, we need to see that every single night. And to do that, players have to move without the ball. We've seen it in times where we've done good this season. The scoring can come on from all over the place. Io can get into 17, 18 points per game. Patrick Williams can give you 12 at times if you move without the ball, things like that. Alex Caruso, he moves without the ball, and he gets it to Dragic when Drummond's out there. But we have to move without the ball. If I'm the coach, the thing that I'm coaching tomorrow, or they probably won't practice tomorrow or whatever, is move your goddamn asses when you don't have the ball. If I see you standing around watching DeMar go to work, I'm sitting your ass. I don't care if you're Zach. I don't care if you're Io. I don't care if you're Vooch. If I see you watching and you're not cutting, you're not making your defender move. That's why we get so many turnovers as well. If you're not moving without the ball, your defender gets to stand still. They get to watch where the ball's coming from. And guess what? They can deflect or intercept the pass. Move your asses without the goddamn ball. Seriously. And I need somebody to be the vocal leader out there on the court, whether it's Io, whether it's whoever, and tell these motherfuckers, move your fucking feet when DeMar's fucking cooking. Move. Move your bitch ass out the way. Move. Slash. Cut. Drive. Come off screens. Come off pin downs. Do something. Because you guys got the best fucking seat in the house watching DeMar DeRozan go to work, and you're watching a fucking loss because of it. Get your asses in gear. If I'm the coach, that's what I'm saying in the locker room right now. That's why I couldn't be a coach in the NBA, because players be like, hey, man, get this motherfucker up out of here, bro. This red-bearded motherfucker going off. MC season, I think we definitely would have had more if Drummond was playing. Yeah, we would have been way closer. Way closer if Drummond was playing. Joshua Dixon, tonight wasn't Pat's fault. If you look at the bench, no one had double-digit points. Tonight's loss came from a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes as a team. Absolutely. Lil Squad asks, would you sign Jay Crowder if the Suns cut him? Absolutely. Absolutely. Great point, Tim Brazil. Has anyone acknowledged that Zach was looking pretty good defensively? That's 3 good defensive games from Zach in a row, too, by the way. Zach has put together some nice defensive stretches. Nice defensive stretches. Wow. Only 2 Bulls shot free throws. DeMar had 22 and Zach had 3. That's crazy. Oh, no. No, that's right. Damn. That's bananas. That's crazy. Cannon says, bad bench, bad Zach, bad refs, keep players out, and still almost beat the Celtics to get home. Lots of good things that we can walk away from this loss. Listen, we play the Celtics again in, I think, less than a week. When do we play the Celtics again? We play the Celtics, more than a week. We play the Celtics again on the 21st. So, yeah. Hey, listen, we got another chance to do it. Matthew in the building says, I have a genuine question for you, bro. You say the refs bailed out Tatum, but do you think they bailed out DeRozan too and don't be? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, right. And I'm never going to be a homer to say that the refs don't bail out DeRozan at times. Absolutely. But the thing with the DeRozan is too that I think is that the way that DeRozan gets people to bite on his shot fakes is dangerous, right? But yeah, they bailed DeRozan out. There are several times a game where DeRozan takes a shot, and I'm just like, damn, that was a bad shot. And then you hear the late whistle, and you're like, okay, well, hey, DeMar to the line. Yeah, that's honestly, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Ken, I'm telling you right now, no, you did not hear here first, because the Bulls will not make a major trade. Not to say that they won't make a trade, but they will not make a major trade. It will not be a world-beating trade or anything like that. It won't happen. Exactly, McCoy Music. Tatum didn't want the P-Will matchup. He wanted DeRozan or Levine. They kept trying to switch everything. That's why when people initially start this and they're like, oh, this loss is on P-Will. Like, come on, man. Y'all, you tripping. Stop box score watching. All right, I'm going to skip a little further down. Give me 1 second. Because I know I went off there for a second. Kenneth said, preach. Listen, listen, it's crazy. Hey, speaking facts. I just speak from my heart, man. I just speak from my heart. Like, this is what I watch. Like, I watch this team every single game. Like, you got to move without the ball. Reginald Short asked, would you have played Dalen Terry? No, because of the way how timid Dalen Terry looked against the 76ers, as close as this game was down the stretch, no. As much as I want to see Dalen Terry play, no, this is not a game, not down the stretch. And this is why I do think, and I've said this before too, especially while players are out, Zach LaVine's getting rest, things like that, Dalen Terry needs to be playing. He needs to be coming in, like, beginning of the second quarter. Let Dalen Terry play 4 to 6 minutes. And if he plays well, bring him back into the second half. That's how you build confidence, because when the Bulls need him, and best believe, at some point they will need him to play minutes, he may not be ready just because he hasn't been getting that chance. He hasn't gotten that chance. Trent Baker, I agree. Pat did look solid in the first half and then disappeared offensively in the second half, but his defense was top tier. Exactly. Yeah, the first half he was aggressive offensively, and I don't know if it was the defensive matchup. I don't know if it was how close the game got, things like that got in his head in the second half, but we still see they're still running plays for him. They're still trying to go to him. It is what it is. It just is what it is. You're not going to win them all. You're not going to win them all. At the end of the day, you're not going to win every single game. This was a game that the Bulls could have won. They just did not win the game. And it wasn't just because of one player. It wasn't just because of one final shot. It wasn't just because of any one thing. There were several things that caught up with the Bulls in this type of game. And to keep in mind, they still almost won the game. Like, had P. Will made that three-point shot, the whole momentum would have shifted. I say the Bulls would have won that game. The momentum was shifting then. It didn't happen. It just didn't happen in this game. The Lob Mob, Kobe White got it. Okay, let me ask you. Give me a realistic trade for who would trade for Kobe White right now? What team? The Sacramento Kings may be stupid enough to do it. Outside of that, there's no team that's going to trade for Kobe. A player that's going into, keep in mind, you got to give up assets to get Kobe. Kobe's going into restricted free agency. It's highly unlikely that the Bulls even do it. So even if you're a team that you do see Kobe and you say, all right, I like this kid's potential. We're rebuilding. I can give Kobe 20 shots per game with about 28 minutes per game. If you seriously think that about Kobe White, you'd be better off waiting until restricted free agency because he's not playing good right now. You can offer him a deal that the Bulls may very well look at and say, damn, they offered him how much? They offered him 15? Nah, we gonna ride it out though. We gonna let it ride out. We got 3 days to match. We're gonna let it ride out those whole 3 days. Maybe force a signing trade, but it does not make sense for a lot of teams right now, even if they do believe in the potential of Kobe White, to trade for him right now. It just does not make sense. Same situation kind of that Phoenix is running into with Jay Crowder. A lot of teams could use Jay Crowder, but at this point, because they know that the Suns want to move off from him, you might as well wait and say, hey, they're probably going to buy him out. Let's just wait. Why try to match $10 million in salary when they're probably going to buy him out around January, February? Let's just wait it out. We'll swoop him up then. Same thing with Kobe. Why trade assets for Kobe right now when you can wait till restricted free agency? And even if they do try to force a signing trade at that point, maybe you're giving up a future second. Maybe you're giving up a G League player. Maybe you're giving up something like that just so the Bulls can say they got something. Makes no sense right now to try to trade for Kobe White in most cases. P. Will started in college. No, P. Will did not start in college. He actually came off the bench in college. I believe he won. Did he win a Sixth Man of the Year award in his conference? I think P. Will did not start in college. P. Will has not been playing basketball that long. Keep in mind, P. Will is not one of those players that have been playing basketball his whole life. He was late. He was slow to come into basketball. I don't think he actually played basketball until his junior year. Somebody fact check me on that one. Came off the bench in high school as well that first year. Got recruited, came off the bench in college. He's not played basketball. He's not been playing organized basketball for that much of his life like a lot of players have. He just hasn't. D-Dub, Haize, we could have used Kobe tonight. Would rather have him shooting the threes than Javante and Cruz. So we're taking, well, he, according to the way he's been shooting this season and towards the end of last season, he would have missed them too. Yeah, would I have rather him take him than than Javante? Yes. But he probably still would have missed him. I don't care what anyone says. Billy Donovan is a hell of a coach. Just think about how we were getting blown out so many times a couple years ago and not even competing or staying close. Now, when trailing, it's very rare we don't hang in there. I mean, listen, Billy is not a terrible coach as some people make him out to be. He's still not a great coach either. He's a solid coach. The Hornets, I would have said before that they would trade for Kobe, but I doubt it because they got Dennis Smith Jr. down there cooking right now for them. A player with a much lower contract, the same age as Kobe White, too, by the way. I think he's maybe like 6 months older than Kobe White. I doubt the Hornets trade for Kobe White. I just don't think that they trade for Kobe White. Yes, Sebastian, I did hear that, and I will be talking about that tomorrow's episode for sure. For sure. Moving without the ball should be automatic. You learn that young. Let's go, Bulls. We got this. Hey, listen, that's crazy. That's crazy. See, this is why I hate when people I hate even talking about trades because then we get shit like this. That does not even get you close to the money. Look at Jordan. Go look at Jordan Clarkson's contract, and then look at what you just offered. Those players don't even all combine for Clarkson's contract, much less Vanderbilt. It's not happening. The Bulls aren't making a trade like that. I wouldn't mind Vanderbilt on this team, but it's not happening. Pascal Siakam is. You talking about Partial? Oh, yeah, he's not on the team, which is crazy to me. You know, it's always funny when somebody tries to come to a different team's chat to say stuff like this because how insecure are you about your franchise that you have to come and go to another one and say, oh, get a grasp on reality, losers. I believe we beat you guys. We won the series against you guys last season too. But, hey, man, Cook, I understand Cook. First of all, your name's Todd. Nobody with the name Todd. First of all, you can choose any name you want to on social media and YouTube and be whatever you want to be. You chose the name Todd. That says a lot about you. Todd. That's what you chose? No, come on, man. One good thing about this game is that we started off pretty strong. If this was last year, we would have let the Celtics take the lead early and kept the deficit even throughout the rest of the game. Yeah, I mean, the way that they battle back for sure, it shows a lot. It shows a lot. His name's Todd, man. Like, come on. Todd. Like of all names, Todd. Hi, I'm Todd. Like, come on, man. That's come on. That's funny. His name is Todd. Todd ain't short for nothing. Like, that's literally, it's just Todd. Oh, man. How many years do you think it'll take the P will become who you think he is? Well, I mean, he is who he is. But if you're asking for him to really hit his potential, it could be a while. That's why I say, like, everybody progresses differently. And I really think that when it comes to P. Will, we don't know yet, right? We need to see some steady growth, but it could take until he's 23. It could take till he's 24. He's 21, right? So we're looking at another 2-3 years until we really see who P. Will is. Now, some people may not want to bet on that, and that's fine. That's understandable, but it may take a while. Wasting DeMar's out of his prime. Let's be clear here. DeMar is outside of his prime. He just, the way that his game is, he just still is going to always be somebody who's efficient. But keep in mind, yes, this DeMar wasn't signed here for us to be like, let's win a title before DeMar retires. That wasn't what DeMar signing was for. That's not what it was for. As much as people want to act like, oh, well, now we have to accelerate this window. That's not what the DeMar signing was for. That's not what it was supposed to signal. So I'm sorry, unfortunately, you may have to work. Like, we're probably not going to be a championship team while DeMar DeRozan is still in this contract. It's probably just not going to happen. Ricky Fontaine, yeah, we won. Let me go find the other team's chat on YouTube to talk about almost winning the championship. Oh, man, that's hilarious, bro. What do you think is next for the Bulls after DeMar and Vooch leave? I know that won't happen for a while, but what are your thoughts? I mean, it remains to be seen. We got to see who develops on this team first. Hopefully at that point, when DeMar and Vooch do leave, Vooch's probably going to get an extension. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if DeMar signs another 2 years and maybe a 1-1 with the Bulls as well. But we got to see, where's Ayo at? Is Lonzo? Has he been healthy at that point from this injury on? What's the development of P. Will? How's Dalen Terry progressed? So it's really too hard to answer that right now because we have so many pieces left on this roster that still need to develop, but we'll see. Oh, we hurt Todd's feelings, y'all. That sucks, Todd, man. I understand, bro. I say in the 6-month period, losing the finals, your coach, I understand, bro. Like, hey, it is what it is, man. It's okay. It's okay. Haize, are you concerned that we can lose Vooch and DeMar for nothing? No. It happens. I think it happens. No. I bet inside the Chicago Bulls thing. Oh, no. I tell you what. Inside the Chicago Bulls going to be like, what up, guys? Hold on. Let me. What up, guys? On today's episode of Inside the Chicago Bulls, we got a lot of news to bring down, guys, y'all. The Bulls, they lost to the Boston Celtics. They lost by 4 points. And guys, what I'm trying to tell you guys on this one is that he went 1 for 4 for 3-point range, and what's crazy about this is that he could have won the game if he shot the last 3. And Jason Tatum scored 33 points, and Jason Tatum was out there cooking P. Will. And oh yeah, you didn't watch the game, so you don't know he mainly got 3 free throws, huh? Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. What do you think happens to Io in our bench rotation when Lonzo comes back? Well, Lonzo's going to be coming off the bench initially. Keep in mind, a year out of basketball, Lonzo may ride the bench most of the season. And I don't mean that as a negative, but it may take a while to ramp up. We'll see how long it takes him to get back his timing and everything like that. But don't be shocked if Lonzo is coming off the bench for maybe the first 10 to 15 games after he comes back. Now, once that works out, if he does go back to the starting lineup at that point, that bench unit is going to be even more dangerous, because I look at it like this. I'm more worried about, not worried, but I'm more excited to see how Io develops as a scorer with Goran Dragic out there. Like Goran, I mean, Io's a better shooter than Alex Caruso, and like Goran having a weapon like that out there with him could be really dangerous, man. That could be really dangerous. Joker really hasn't been around here since I flamed him that one time. And it was all in jokes, man. That's funny. Where's Joker been at? Joker really hasn't been here. Like, I flamed Joker, and Joker was like, hey, man, let me get up out of here, bro. This man, you know what? That may be a sign that he actually is inside the Chicago Bulls, because he has not been back since I said that. I got to eat my words, Jonah, on Cleveland. That team seems like it's legit, man. That's crazy. Oh, listen, Vaughn, you already, the Bulls fans that have been like, oh, we need to trade Lonzo. Oh, Io's better than Lonzo. Like, let Lonzo come back and in his first 5 games put up like 8 points in like 3 games and like has a bunch of turnovers. People, oh my God. Oh my God. That's my annoying Bulls fans, what they do. Oh my God. We are paying Lonzo Ball $20 million a year. Oh my God. AK and Eversley, they're terrible GMs. Oh my God. Alex Caruso, start Kobe White over Lonzo Ball. Oh my God. And then 15 games into the season, after he gets his timing back and he's dropping dimes on people's heads, they're going to be like, oh my God, yeah, I forgot. Lonzo's actually really good. Will we ever see Marco? Yeah, we will see Marco Simonovic in the G League playing with the Windy City Bulls, putting up about 20-8 every night with the Windy City Bulls. We waited exactly. Oh, Lonzo. Oh my, where's LeVar Ball at? What happened? Oh my God, I can't believe the worst signing ever. The Bulls signed Lonzo Ball. Oh no, AK's terrible. Oh my God. Shut the fuck up. That's what I'm gonna be saying. Shut the fuck up, bitch ass motherfucker. I can't stand bitch ass Bulls fans, man. That shit's crazy, man. Oh my God, can we trade Lonzo for LaMelo? Can we do that? Can we trade Lonzo for Eric Gordon? Oh my, we should have traded Lonzo for Donovan Mitchell. Why didn't we trade Lonzo for Rudy Gobert? Oh no! Shut up, bitch ass Bulls fans, man. I can't stand them motherfuckers, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. That shit crazy. This shit irritates the holy fuck out of me, bro. That shit is just the most irritating shit in the world is Bulls fans bitching about shit, bro. Like, oh, can we trade Lonzo and Kobe for Giannis? Oh! Oh my God. Oh, wait till we play the Cavs again and people realize that we drafted Kobe in the same draft Darius Garland was in. They go, oh my God, the Bulls missed on Darius Garland. Darius Garland was drafted before we picked, dumbass. Oh, well, we should have traded up for him. Oh. Oh. Oh, man. Oh man, that is hilarious, man. That's exactly how they be sounding on Twitter. Like, that is the voice of the annoying Twitter Bulls fans. This shit is so fucking ridiculous, bro. It's just so ridiculous, man. Can you believe we signed Zach LaVine for more money than Jordan got? Oh no! Like, come on, fam. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up, man. Oh man. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, that voice is killing me. I can't do the voice no more. This is the one good thing when we lose. This is what the streams become. Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro. Oh, man. Listen, my voice is like, hey, bro, do you know you just got us back? Like, you literally just got us back earlier today. You over here making voices, motherfucker? Like, are you really going to make voices right now? At that, you're going to make that voice? That's the voice you're going to go with, Haize? That's what my voice box is telling me right now, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Woo. Oh, and don't let Zach still not be fully healthy by January. Oh, no. You know what it is? I'm going to do one last imitation. Here goes the Bulls fans when if Zach LaVine's not an all-star in February. Watch. Oh, my God. We signed Zach LaVine for $200 million and he's not an all-star? That's your franchise player? Oh, my God. We should have let him walk. Why didn't we let Zach LaVine walk? We say we paid $215 million and the guy's not an all-star. Oh! Shut the fuck up, man. Shut up, bruh. Oh, man. Woo. Oh my God, whining ass Bulls fans, bro. This shit is hilarious to me, man. We need to trade Kobe. Wait, who are we gonna trade Kobe for, y'all? Let's trade him for Miles Turner. Let's trade him for Miles Turner. Shut the fuck up, y'all, man. Kiss my ass, bro. Kiss my fucking ass. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. Woo. Oh. Woo. My voice is shot. That's done. I'm done. The stream's done. Like, super chat from Blah for the amount of laughs tonight. Thank you, brother, for supporting the channel. Oh, man. We should have traded LaVine for Kyrie Irving. Oh, God! Oh, man. Listen. Woo. Oh, man. Listen, I'm supposed to go do Locked on Bulls after this. There goes the voice. There, see, I can feel it. There goes the voice. The voice is shot. I got to start with the voices. Oh, man. Listen, we all need therapy. It is what it is. Trade Kobe for Kyrie's apology. That's hilarious. Oh, man. Bring back Alfonso McKinney. Oh, my Jesus. You trying to trigger Petty Roosevelt with that shit, aren't you? Oh, man. Woo. That is hilarious. Is there any way we can trade Kobe White and Tony Bradley for, Mike Anthony Davis? Oh, rub my nipples. Oh. No, motherfucker, shut up. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. That is hilarious. Oh, my voice is shot. Damn it. I took all day to get my voice back just to lose it imitating goddamn crackhead ass Bulls fans. That's crazy, man. Oh, man. That is hilarious. That is. Whew. Isaac M says, thanks for the laughs. Haize. This post game was worth everything. Oh, man. That is hilarious. Woo. Oh, man. All right, y'all. I love y'all, but listen. I just completely threw my voice for a loop after just gaining it back. And we got double duty Sunday. I got a Bears game to do a live stream after. I got a Bulls game to do a live stream all Sunday. So, man. Woo. Oh, my voice is, the voice is gone, y'all. The voice is shot. The voice is shot. But anyway, tough loss by the Bulls tonight, all jokes aside, man. It sucks to lose this game, but you're going to lose games like this over the course of the season. That's really what it boils down to. You're going to lose games like this over the course of the season. It sucks that we lost a game with DeMar having a 46-point performance, but at the end of the day, this Bulls team needs to tighten up. Like I've said before, said in the pregame show, we need 4 quarters of solid defensive intensity. We did not get it. We didn't get it. So hopefully we can improve some things. Got Toronto and Toronto Sunday and Monday on a home and home. That Toronto team is nothing to overlook. We know that their length. We usually play Toronto pretty well. I think we won the season series. We swept the season series against Toronto last season. Somebody correct me on that if I'm wrong. But this is a team with a lot of length. This is a team with a lot of depth as well. Somebody said Pascal went out. Looks like they haven't listed his day-to-day, so it may not be out permanently. But Fred VanVleet's been out. They still got OG Anunoby, Scotty Barnes, who are both monsters. Otto Porter Jr. has been playing okay for them off the bench. Nothing like, but he's been playing a hell of an efficiency. He has a 28 PER. So we don't want to overlook that, man. Daniel, listen, first of all, let's go ahead and say it. RIP to Daniel Gafford's whole entire ancestry. Like, he's still alive, but his ancestors definitely disowned him after that performance. Like, getting crossed over is one thing, right? That's a whole different thing. But to get crossed over to the point that you're laying on the ground and then the face, I don't know if you guys saw it, there's a picture that they zoomed in on him. He's literally laying on the ground after getting crossed up and looking at Kevin Durant score the ball. And it's like, that got to be bad. That's tough, man. That's tough. It could be days, it could be weeks. Well, hey, listen, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. This post game is a legendary. I got to get my guy Haize some tea with lemon and mint so we can get more of this. Hey, this was one, but still the most legendary post game show that I've ever done was the one where the Bulls literally, I snapped and I started calling players. That's the most legendary stream I've ever done in my life. That's goated. I don't think I can ever surpass that. But this is definitely close. This is definitely close. His mama called his ass after the game and told him don't come home. That is hilarious, man. That's hilarious. Woo. All right, y'all. I love y'all, man. Thank you for tuning in. Tomorrow's the mailbag episode. Make sure you guys get your thoughts and ideas in for the mailbag episode tomorrow. Make sure you're following the show at Bull Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text and or voicemail, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related because, listen, ain't nobody else giving you streams like this. I can guarantee. Yeah, I can guarantee it. But other than that, I love you guys, man. Go Bulls. See red. Don't be red. Love you guys. Peace, y'all.